Good morning, student. I am your science teacher. My name is Aparna. Today we will continue our topic heat, in which we will do the activity number 4.7. So please attention while I am reading and put the fingertips on the first line. Heat water in a small pan or a beaker. Collect some articles such as steel, spoon, plastic scale, pencil and divider. Okay, you have to collect these items. Dip one end of each of these article in hot water. Wait for a few seconds. You have to wait for a few minutes. Touch the other end, enter your observation in the table. The material which allow heat to pass through them easily are called conductor of heat. You may underline these lines. The material which allow heat to pass through them are called conductors. For example, iron, aluminium, copper. The material which do not allow heat to pass through them easily are poor conductor of heat, such as plastics and wood. Poor conductors are also known as insulator. Okay, they are also known as insulator. The water and the air are poor conductor of heat. Then how does the heat transfer take place in these substances? We have to get knowledge about these. Now we have to go through about activity number 4.8. Take a round bottom flask, if not available, then you can use your beaker also. Fill it 2/3 with water, place it on a tripod stand or make some arrangement to place the flask in such a way that you can heat it by placing a candle below it. You can heat with the help of candle. Wait till the water in the flask is still. Place a crystal of potassium permanganate. What you will do? You have to put the crystal of potassium permanganate, which is easily available in the market, at the bottom of the flask, generally gently using a straw. Now heat the water by placing the candle just below the crystal. Below the crystal you have to heat it. Okay. Write your observation in your notebook and also draw the picture. What do you observe? When water is heated, the water near the flame gets hot. Hot water rises up. What happens? These hot water go upside. The cold water from the side moves downward, the sources of heat. Okay. This water also get hot and rises. When the water becomes hot, it will go in upward direction. Now, what we have to do? Just see the figure which is given in your book. And water from the side moves down. This process continues till the whole water get heated. The boiling should take in this process. This mode of heat transfer is known as convection. What we call this? Convection. This process of continue the whole water gets heated, this mode of heat transfer is known as convection. Now, how does the heat travel in air? We have to get read about the travel of air. In which direction does the smoke go? How the smoke will go upward. Now, the air near the heat source get hot and rises. The air from the sides come in to take its place. Air near the heat source, it will get heat fast and get upright. In this way, the air gets heated. The following activity confirm this idea. You have already seen there is a AC in your home, and the hot air is we are having hot air outside it, so it will go rises. It will go uprise. Okay. Now activity 4.9. Light a candle. Keep one hand above the flame and one hand on the side of the flame. Do your hand feel equally hot? If not, which hand feels hotter and why? You will all get it. One side, you keep one hand above the flame, then above the flame you will get the more hot. Okay. Now, save distances from the heat. Now, in this manner. Note that towards the top, the air get heated by convection. Toward the top, the air get it by heat convection. Therefore, the hand above the feel hot earlier. On the side, however, there is no convection. Air does not feel as hot as at the top, because air going up rises. Air going upward movement. Now, similarly, we have to go through about the land breeze and sea breeze. So, we will get acknowledged in our next video. Thank you. Go through your content. Have a good day.